Hello, beautiful people, lovers of good things, lovers of goodwill all over the globe. I bring greetings from a grateful heart. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone. Thank you so dearly for always supporting this platform. I really do appreciate. In case you are hearing our voice for the first time, or you are coming across us for the first time, we still remain your one and only Progress News, giving it to you back to back. Remember, in this platform, we react to all videos, and your opinion is highly needed. So sit back, watch this video, and
His Eminence, you are out today carrying a coffin. What message do you have?
There's a lot of messages to actually carry out. You know, this is the 52nd year of Nigeria. By now, a lot of things are expected to actually have happened developmentally. But somehow, we are just not anywhere in the Committee of Nations right now because of the things that are going on. And let me tell you, it has become too necessary for coffins like this to be carried. You do remember that during the victory of this administration in 2015, someone trekked from Lagos to Abuja to celebrate the victory of this administration. A couple of days ago, he also decided to carry a coffin. He wrote an RIP on the coffin and said he was on his way to Abuja this time, not to celebrate victory, but to show his disappointment over what the nation has turned into. You know, as a spiritual man, I do understand that he did not understand so much about the deep values of carrying a coffin day and night. I made up my mind that I was going to help and ensure he doesn't get into any kind of spiritual trouble or problem. This country is in a big mess and it requires a great redemption right now. And we know that the need for this redemption is too serious now.
The Muslim thing is generating a lot of controversy. What do you have to say about that?
Look, I've talked about this and I will say it a million times over. The Muslim ticket is unacceptable. It's unnatural. It's devoid of equity, transparency, and justice. You know, in this country, we are used to some particular system, especially in a nation where you have almost like 50% this faith and 50% the other faith. Nigeria is a secular state. We are used to a Christian and a Muslim deputy, or a Christian and a Muslim and a Christian deputy. That's how it has been all these years. The case of 1993 during Abiola's time was a different period. In that period, there was great religious tolerance. Absolute religious tolerance, and nobody cared whether Abiola and Babagana Kingibe were Muslim ticket at that time. You know, this issue of insecurity, bandits, terrorists, and the extrajudicial killing, I remember that was on the streets times and times and times over and over the death of Deborah Samuel, who was lynched to death in Sokoto State, and up until now nothing has happened. Are we going to talk about the other sister who in somewhere in Nasarawa State was doing a morning cry and she was beheaded and nothing happened? We cannot tolerate that right now. At this time, even in the party where you have the Muslim ticket, it's a wrong time now, because the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is a Muslim, and he's going to rule, if Christ tarries, up until 2023 by natural justice. A Christian is supposed to take over from him. But since this never happened, they gave it to a Muslim, and then the Muslim took another Muslim. That is just an insult. But that was not enough. And they went about hiring fake bishops, and up until today, they are still meeting with Christians when they say Christians are incompetent. Any Christian who accepts a Muslim ticket is a traitor, a betrayer to the faith of Christianity. And any Muslim who actually accepts the Muslim ticket is not a sincere Muslim, because even in the Holy Quran, it's given that justice be meted to all citizens alike. Once the Prophet of Islam asked, "Who is your neighbor?" he said, "Count 40 houses to your left and 40 houses to your right. From then to the 40 houses, they are your neighbor." This does not show any sensitivity to the Christian populace in Nigeria, to the Christian populace in this country. And let me tell you, it was unacceptable when it happened. It's unacceptable today, and will remain unacceptable as far as Nigeria is concerned. As far as I'm concerned, and well-thinking Christians and Muslims who are sincere and just, that party has already lost it completely. There is nothing they can do right now to make it work. Right now, it is between those who have done the normal thing: justice, equity, transparency, and natural justice.
I just celebrated independence this week. The question is even worth celebrating?
Well, I don't know what you meant by celebration, but the truth here is there's nothing to celebrate. When our children have been out of school for almost 11 months, you call that a celebration? Don't you see exactly what the youths are doing everywhere? The youths are angry. Their blood is boiling. And you know something? Where the youths are standing, that is where we, the parents, are standing. Whether we come out with them now or we do not come out with them right now, what are we celebrating? Celebrating insecurity, celebrating bandits and terrorism, celebrating division everywhere. Can't you see the way things are going? Look, if you look at the strata of things that is going on right now, let's assume, for instance, that probably the other party wins the election. Everybody can guess who is going to be who in the government without waiting. Of course, you know the names that will come back. Same names that have been there many years ago. For the very first time, there seems to be a neutral ground for people. And people seem to be looking in that area. But I am not concerned about that right now. What I'm concerned about is that Nigerians should know that if an injustice is meted and you don't correct it immediately, it will continue. Therefore, what are we celebrating, or what did we celebrate? Our children out of school, when their children are abroad, when their children are in school, in private schools, where they can afford to pay their fees, and these children who are in public school. I went to public school all my life. And you know, it was worth it at that time. The truth is, I didn't know what was celebrated yesterday when our children are out of school. Listen, any father who does not look for the future and benefit of his child is a wizard. And let me say this very clearly, that the leaders that we have right now are so insensitive. And now you could borrow or give or dash Niger Republic 1.4 billion naira, and your children at home cannot go to school. What kind of a father are you? And you want the same people to be voted into power? There are too many reasons why these people should just be let out of power. Our children have to go to school anyhow. I was expecting that probably in the address of the celebration of the 52nd year of Nigeria, it will be whatever ASU wants for our children to go back to school, we will make it available. But no, it's still the same thing. We are going to agree with them. We are going to do this. We are going to talk. They have been talking in the last couple of months. No result has come out. And today, I carry this coffin again to remind all Nigerians never to forget that no matter how time passes, the passage of time, the passage of everything, Jesus said in the book of Luke chapter 17 verse number 32, he said, remember Lot's wife. I will ask all Nigerians to remember the fake bishops and remember the Buri sermon. That will guide the mind, the heart, and the decision of everyone. Thank you so much. God bless you. Once again, I'm carrying a coffin. One more time. It is too terrible what this country is turning into. And we will continue to lift and carry coffins like these until the intervention that we are looking for from God is actualized. When we see what is wrong, we should be able to speak about it. And I will continue to be on the street talking about the truth that is being overlooked today in Nigeria. I am carrying this coffin again and one more time because it is good to continue to register at all times all the ills, the injustices, the insensitivities that is going on. And I don't need to talk much about it because I know that God in His own infinite mercy have taken control of everything. Today, I want you to understand that whether you like it or not, the truth still remains that a Muslim ticket in Nigeria is unacceptable. Let us face the facts and speak the truth and tell exactly all that has happened in this country. For the last 7 years and counting, it has been the Muslim religion that has produced the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. By natural justice, transparency, and equity, at this point, it's supposed to be the thorn of the Christians in this same particular party. But no, the Christians were called away, they were called incompetent to even become a running mate. When they had people who actually could complete and take that tenure, men like the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who happens not only to be a Christian, but also a pastor. These are people that would have been able to be given the ticket for natural justice. And I must always let Nigerians know that this moment is not ordinary moments, and they are not the right moments. Tolerance religiously is what we cannot find in our country right now. And to actually allow another continuation of this particular case in the administration is an injustice to this particular country. I therefore ask and sensitize all Nigerians to know exactly where to go and what to do at this particular moment. I am speaking to you because what I am saying to you is the truth. We must not allow injustice to prevail. We must not allow insensitivity to prevail. If they have not gotten into power and they are insensitive about how we feel and what we think, then you can imagine exactly what will happen if these people are given the opportunity to be in power. Today, I am reminding you again not to forget the case of Deborah Yakubu Samuel, who was gruesomely murdered in Sokoto State with nothing to be done about her up until now. Or are we going to still talk about the fake bishops who were paraded some time ago, and now we see the same executives of the same party doing everything within their power to see how they can close ranks within the same Christian community that they said were not competent enough to actually produce a running mate. It is a very shocking news to also find out that in the All Progressive Congress Party, they have a Christian association also amongst them. These Christians did not accept what was given to them. And here today, I stand carrying this coffin to tell Nigerians that you do not even see at all what is going on right now is a case of deception and probably a great injustice done to one of the greatest religion in Nigeria. It is such an insult to discover that even the DG of the presidential campaign accepted happened to be a Christian governor of Plateau State. And I must say this very clear and loud, that Governor Lalong of Plateau State is a traitor to the Christian faith. As a knight of the St. Gregory's Catholic Church, he was supposed to defend the faith of Christians. That is what a knight is meant to do. When a knight is initiated and raised and their names changed with the title of Sir XYZ, the sword is presented to them that they may be able to defend their faith. But in this case, the faith of the Christians were not defended. He should have done the honorable thing. And the honorable thing was to have said, no, we cannot be part of this. If we cannot produce a running mate, then we can also not produce a DG for the campaign. And I hope he will do the honorable thing, or he will be remembered in history from now henceforth as a traitor and a betrayer, even worse than Judas Iscariot. Maybe in his case, he may be likened not to Judas Iscariot, but probably Judas is cucumber or Judas is watermelon. Why? Because as a Christian governor, you're supposed as a knight to defend the faith of the Christians, that the Muslim ticket can never fly in Nigeria. In a secular state like Nigeria, justice, sensitivity, transparency is supposed to be declared by any party so far. We have seen other parties who have demonstrated this justice, transparency, and natural transparency by ensuring that one from one side becomes either the leader and the other from the other side becomes the deputy. But in this case, they never cared and they never bothered, and they ensured that they go ahead and thinking that they can overrule the thoughts of Nigerians. I must let you know that we will always be on the streets. Alive around, makes a way where there is no way. Jehovah has to find out. Hey! Oh, has to find out. Jehovah has to find out. God turn my life around. He turn my life around. Oh, He makes a way where there is no way. Jehovah has to find out. Hi! Idima, Chideke, Idima, Chideke, Idima, Idima.
My word, that brings us to the end of this beautiful update. Do well to like this video, share and subscribe. The best thing for you to do is to join this family by smashing on that red subscribe button that says subscribe and turn on the bell icon for more latest updates. See you when I see you. From me to you, I say bye.